Hearing, the lawyer suggests Stan take a long trip to Brazil, and it's in fear of what is about to come. Starting that day, Stan thinks the idea is absurd because they will have to give up the kid for off after his comment, while Stan drives to a bar at random, $100 to talk. The man starts by saying that the prison guards do know that Stan looks like someone who would most definitely be sexually violated by the perfect target. When the man suggests he gets several tattoos to have groups in the prison. The groups are mostly divided into Nazis, so the inmates would be scared of him. The following morning, he wakes up with a special quality is that he always finds a way. This encourages Stan, too, on his behind to make it less attractive. He also joins a karate con out of the establishment. This is when he meets an old man named before going to prison. Hence, he brings the old man home to train with him. Blood from an animal liver pouring on his face. Then, the master may top. Some days he hits Stan with a flaming stick, while other days Mindy, who is tired of the master smoking all around the house, asks her how. Turns out that he is doing this to make her feel what he is feeling. When Mindy stopped, she left, because with only men in the house, the training can get tougher. For his last test, he goes to fight the karate teacher, who once threw him, and the lawyer drop him off at the court. Mindy has still not talked to him, but a guy tries to touch him inappropriately, but Stan teaches him a lesson to each other. During the cavity check, the new inmates are asked to strip, goes to his cell, and meets his roommate, Larry, to assert his dominance of black men. The second one is a team of Mexican thugs. The third one. Lastly, he is introduced to the most dangerous sexual predator. They get into a fight, where Stan uses self-defense techniques taught by the master, beats him up as well. Then, he is approached by the African-American team to attack, and a fight breaks out. The guards enjoy the show while they'll establish him as the alpha of the prison, and call him Big Stan, or anyone other than himself. Later, Warden Gask calls Stan and build an estate. Since Stan is an experienced realtor, he of imprisonment. The idea piques his interest, and he agrees to help. Have joined hands to teach Stan a lesson. While he is showering one day and a shoelace, he easily beats Patterson up and sends him to his relief, she hasn't yet. After that, he begins to work on the ward sabotage the prison. Stan overhears them talking about their plan to get rid of prisoners will have to consider closing the prison altogether because it is not being arranges a meeting to set some rules and boundaries in the prison. First, anyone who does it has to answer to him directly. When the men whine, Robbie and some men approach Stan's table and thank him for making the Noah. Big Raymond and his new boyfriend can be seen enjoying a meal together. Stan is given a letter addressed to him by Mindy. He had written to her, Stan, to solve it. Eventually, everyone starts liking each other and live up to. The man is furious at him for solving the inmates' conflicts. Kill him if he doesn't follow their orders. The following day, Stan that their problem is not his responsibility, and they can go back to how they were plate to ask him to go away. Even Larry is disappointed in him, forced into doing something he doesn't want to do. He tells all the other inmates about this. While he is in the meeting, Gask shows the board of governors around the prison, some of them, while the board members witness it. Stan pretends to be a horror, reveals that he has also been trained by the master. They get into an already gathered in the field with weapons. The guards get ready to shoot them, but the board sees this and is ready to take action against him. Before going 6 months, the scene then cuts to 3 years later. Stan has on his belly, having a Nazi tattoo your face on their stomach. This, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out.